Hey y'all, it's your girl Tino.
And it's your girl Texas T.
Welcome to the Neutral Zone.
You never on your own. So we're gonna start episode today with a little short.
That repo.
Cheers.
Jesus. So y'all love the Q&A, so we do have a few more questions to answer for y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and responding.
Yep.
So we're gonna let Texas T grab the first. And we're each gonna be answering these questions, y'all, so be ready.
What are your birthday plans for 2026? Great question. It's either between having another backyard function or going on a trip. It'll either be a trip with just me and my homegirl, or making it like a girls trip, inviting my cousins and my aunties. So yeah, we shall see. We ain't got too much time, but we gonna see.
My shit right around the corner, bitch. I don't even fucking know. I don't wanna lie. Shit gonna be done, but I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be.
Thank you.
What song describes your friendship? I would say Crew Love, because they love the crew.
Yeah. I would have to say, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why, but True Friend by Hannah Montana sticks out. Yeah.
That's so cute.
I have to say that one. Favorite place to eat in Houston? This is probably not my question because I'm a very picky eater. I love chicken. So I'm gonna say Frenchie's is my favorite place to eat when the chicken is fresh. Especially when you go somewhere where they like hood, but they friendly. They'll make sure that your food is right. So definitely Frenchie's. But being in Houston, there's so many places to eat. So please don't take my word. But for me, Frenchie's.
For me, it's Grace's. I love Grace's. And Mimosa gonna do it for me every time.
Or 3Ds at Homestead.
Hey!
Yeah, them wings is fine.
I had that hoe with her.
Yeah.
That
hoe is fine.
I can't even take the fun. What animal do you most connect to? I really don't know. I have a dog. I love my dog. I've always grown up in a house with dogs. So I'm gonna say dogs.
I would have to say connect to. I would have to say probably like something is telling me tiger. I've just always been fascinated with tigers. I don't know what it is about a tiger, but I just feel like they're very like chill until they not. They're definitely an animal that's like I'm vibing until you give me a reason not to. So I feel like I relate to that the most. Like I'm cooling until I'm not. So yeah, a tiger.
Okay.
How would people describe you? I'm not gonna lie, as of lately, I feel like I've been called mean a lot more than normal. I don't think that I'm mean, but I think that in the moments that I'm getting called mean is when I'm probably like calling somebody out on their BS, or I am setting boundaries. Now all of a sudden I'm mean. I'll be what it is, but
The table is shaking.
I said what I said. I would say mean, but other than that, like on a regular basis, I would probably say I would be described as like a kind-hearted, sweet person. Probably very goofy. I'm always laughing. If I'm not mugging, I'm laughing. So
honestly, I don't know. I really don't know how people would describe me because I can be very different around certain people. I like to read the room first and then kind of go about it. I would say quiet because I'm very quiet when you first get to know me. I'm scoping the scenery. I don't know what type of bitch you are for real.
Never played them games.
I don't get comfortable too fast. I gotta see what the fuck really going on. What do you value most about our friendship? I think we're both very considerate. We both really kind of have the same, I'm not going to say the same mindset because we are different in some ways, but we both were pretty much raised as only children. So we both can be bossy bitches. So I think we both have a good balance of knowing how to deal with each other when it comes to that.
I would agree. I feel like because we kind of grew up the same way, we both have like, we have similar tendencies to where it's like, easy for us to read one another. Like, I know if she ain't in the mood, all right, let me keep my distance. And then she texts me like, hey girl. I'm like, hey girl, okay, you in the mood. But yeah, I would say just being considerate, being able to like read each other well. I feel like we do a really good job at like understanding each other, like respecting boundaries and setting good boundaries. So yeah. Work horror story.
Oh God.
Oh, I was working at a school and I was falsely accused of something. And instead of taking necessary precautions, I feel like the school I was working for kind of like went against the grain, and it didn't feel like my job had my back. It kind of felt like they kind of just like threw me into the wolves. Gratefully that situation didn't blow up to be bigger than what it was, but it was a horror story for me because that was my first time actually experiencing like companies really don't care about you. Like I mean, I ain't gonna say all companies because I do feel like some companies do take care of their employees, but that particular job I was at, it showed me like a dollar amount was worth more than what I contributed to the company.
It's allegedly, but if you know, you know. So I was working at this place, and one day, y'all, I went into my office, and I get in my office, and okay, so how my office was set up, it was a desk at the end, like right here, and then it was a wall right here, right? So I sit down at my desk, and something telling me like, get up, bitch. I get up, y'all, and at the end of the corner, I see a little head, and I'm like, hold on, I'm thinking somebody playing a prank on me, because we did have good relationships. I had good relationships with people in the office, so I'm like, this bitch playing with me, like she put a little fake snake in my office or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not even finna risk that shit. So I called one of the technicians at the job that I was real close to. Shout out to Hi. I call Hi and I'm like, Hi, come look at this shit. So he come, and it's a snake, y'all, no joke. Long ass big snake. I'm like, what the fuck? Mind y'all, my office is in the middle of the hallway, closed. It's the door you gotta get to go inside the hallway, and it's the door you gotta go into to get into my office. So that bitch ain't finna just slide in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm cussing, going off, because I'm like, what the fuck going on, right? So snake gets out the office, and allegedly this man put the snake in my office. I don't know. I feel like that because immediately after he asked me like, oh, what kind of snake was it? And I tell him, he's like, oh wow, I actually just caught a snake over the weekend. It was in my yard.
Yeah.
And he said it was the same kind of snake that he caught in his motherfucking yard. You ain't slick.
Do you like to travel with an itinerary, or do you prefer to go with the flow? Depends on the trip. If it's a birthday trip or something, I would like to know if there are things pre-planned so that I can pack and be prepared for said things. But I feel like if it's just hey, let's go to such and such on a random weekend, on a random month, I don't feel like an itinerary is necessary. It's a vacation everybody needs. So you vacation how you need to vacation. If we decide to like go out or go to dinner, then, you know, pack accordingly. But I don't feel the need to have no agenda when I travel. Like, we can go with the flow. Wherever the wind blows us, then that's where we be at. Unless it's like a specific trip, like a birthday trip or something. Okay, cool. Other than that, baby, let me be.
I feel like I like to have an itinerary. Let me know what we're doing, when we're doing, how we're doing it. I want to know. But I do agree to an extent when it comes to a birthday trip. If I'm not the birthday girl, if the birthday girl say, hey, never mind, I don't want to do this, I want to do this, cool.
Yeah.
But I want her to tell me we're going to be going here, we're going to be staying here, this is how much it's going to cost.
Exactly. Exactly.
What's your dream vacation? Japan.
Oh. That's a good one. I would say my dream vacation would have to be Bora Bora. I mean, I know with so many other countries you can like stay on a hut on the water. But it's just something about Bora Bora water that just, I don't know, it's just like overly blue, and I love it. So yeah, Bora Bora. First impression of each other. This is actually funny. My first impression of Tino was, I'm not gonna lie, my first impression of Tina was like, damn, she might be a little mean. I don't know. What? Only because, like she said, she's very much so like a quiet, laid back, get to know person kind of person. And so like me, I'm very like social. So I kind of feel like when we first got to know each other, I was like being very like, oh girl this, oh girl that, and she kind of was just like so I'm like, okay. But now knowing her, I understand, like it wasn't necessarily that she was mean. She was really just trying to get to know me. Like she ain't gonna fake the funk, and I respect that. I wasn't faking the funk, but I do feel like I kind of go out my way sometimes to be a little friendly. But yeah, I feel like you were just very, like you said, very quiet to yourself. Like, she spoke to who she knows. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I thought she was mean, because I'm like, I'm watching her sit here and kick in caca with everybody else. And then I say something, and it's like, But very much so, like, she's just very picky. She got to get to know you first.
I got to read the room first.
Yeah.
I would say my first impression of Texas T was like, okay, she's pretty. But I wasn't trying to get too close to her, because I'm like, you know, I don't know. I got to read the room first. But it was like, she's cute too. Mm-hmm. But I was just watching her. I didn't know. But I do that with everybody, so it's never nothing
personal. Nothing personal.
What made y'all start the podcast? What made us start? I mean, we've been talking about this shit. This is 2023.
Yeah, been talking
for a long ass time, and now we have recorded episodes prior to this.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna pop it. Yeah,
it's gonna do what it gotta do.
Agree. We've been talking about this. We've been recording episodes, but never really like. And I'm not gonna say that we didn't take the time. I just kind of feel like life between 2023 and now, it was taking us through there. It was a lot going on. God's timing, things align how they're supposed to. So we here now, but this has been cooking for some time.
Yeah, it's been in the crock pot.
Yeah, in the crock pot for a long time.
It's been seasoned.
Yeah. What is a deal breaker for you in friendships and relationships? I would say for me, lack of consideration for sure. I feel like I'm very understanding. It's nothing to communicate what needs to be communicated with me. But if I feel like you trying to think for me or you trying to move for me, then that kind of like turns me off, just in the sense of you not really, it's not like a 50-50 for real. And I'm not talking about finance terms, but just like in the sense of how much you're willing to give, how much you're willing to take. I just prefer consideration. I like people to think about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be moving how you want to move. Move accordingly type shit. So lack of consideration is definitely a deal breaker for me.
I would agree. Cause bitch, at least think about this shit. Damn.
Yeah.
If you can't do it, you can't do it. But and I ain't never gonna ask you to do some shit that you can't do.
Exactly.
Or that's gonna hurt you.
Exactly.
Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I would like to be having my first child. I would like to be married prior to that child.
In 5 years, I see the Neutral Zone being on bigger platforms. Not like, I ain't gonna go crazy, but just being more of a well-established show, podcast. I also see myself graduating from grad school, my master's. And in my career, really, I feel 5 years for sure in my career, thriving on the podcasting and doing big things with me and my homegirl. Worst ass whooping. I'm not gonna lie, the one time my daddy did whoop me, I felt like it was the worst, because I just couldn't. I thought that I would never see the day that my dad would grab a belt and whoop me. I had got in trouble. I was in like the 6th grade. I was in this after school program in the summer camp. I had got in trouble because I had flicked this boy off, and the teacher called me. And I thought I was.
That boy off?
He was like nagging me. He was a chunky fat kid, and he just like
choky in face.
he just would like antagonize me. Like he was one of these. Okay, he just would antagonize me, and I got sick of it, so I flicked him off. As soon as I flicked him off, the teacher walked in, and I was like, no, it was my ring finger. And he was like, no, I saw you. And I'm like, so I was in like a summer camp kind of after school program. I couldn't participate. We were making rockets that day. I was really upset because my rocket was fire and I could not shoot it off. So I had to sit in the office, miss out on the activity, and then the teacher ended up leaving. I thought I was safe, but he ended up telling the assistant principal, and she sat and waited till my dad got there and told my dad. And so he was so upset. He was so disappointed. He was like, go upstairs and grab a belt. And I just cried, y'all. I cried. Even after he whooped me, I sat at the table and I cried, and it pissed him off because he's like, what are you crying for? And I was under the impression, because my mom is usually the parent that gave the whooping. So I was under the impression like, okay, my daddy whooped me. That's out of the norm. But then my mama gonna come home and whoop me too. So I was crying, and he was just, that made him even more upset. But then what really ticked me off was my mama had came home, and when I told her that my dad whooped me, that lady looked me in my face and she laughed.
Oh.
And I'm like, what's funny? And she's like, I just can't believe your daddy whooped me. And I was like, whooped you? And I was like, me neither. And I'm crying and she laughing. But shit, that was my worst whooping. I contemplated running away from home, I ain't gonna lie. Cause my daddy, me and him like this. So for him to grab the belt, it's like,
how dare you?
Yeah, there was no point in living anymore. Like, yeah.
My worst ass whooping, I would say, is, okay, so, not to get deep, but it's gonna all make sense. So my parents got divorced when I was 7, so I would just be popping it, right? So one day we in Ross, and I had a bad habit of like going in between the racks and hiding in the racks, like just to fuck with my mama dry. And she had told me, after she found me, when we get home, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And I'm like, she just chatting. We got home, she waited till I ran that bath water, got in that tub, came in that bathroom with that belt behind her back and said, remember I told you I was gonna whoop your ass? And she tore my ass up. And she made me take that water, drain it out, put some hot water in that bitch, and wash them welts.
Oh,
but I ain't gonna lie, it was well deserved because I was popping it, and it's just like, as an adult thinking back on it, like, you popping it, this lady just got a divorce. Chill, like, you doing a lot.
It's something about them girls and their mamas.
Yeah, love my mama to death.
Love her down.
But we gonna get into it. It's just only natural. I
take you through there every time.
Are y'all sports fans? She be at the games looking right all season, bitch. We don't play. We be in them games. Period. Football, basketball.
What it is.
We ain't been up to a baseball game, but football, basketball, we gonna be there and we gonna be popping it, bitch. We ain't
every
time.
Oh, hello. Drinks will be flowing and this shit talking will be happening. And don't let us win.
You said Texas! Texas! Swarm!
Exactly. We eating up a game. I don't care. Would you live on a planet with only women?
Absolutely not.
Don't get me wrong. I love my ladies down, but I need some male something. I need a nigga somewhere.
I need a deep sea diver around. I can't swim with the fishes all day.
One too many. If it's all women, our periods are gonna Bluetooth, and we're all gonna be on that time of the month at the same time. It's too many hormones. It's too many emotions, and y'all ain't wrong. Women be tripping sometimes. I don't want to be on a planet with just women.
That's all we got for y'all. Thank y'all so much, like I said, for asking additional questions where we have to do a part 2. Thank y'all, and we'll be back.